little peachies, and welcome into a tier list video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but currently we are in between series, so I was kind of like, okay, while we, wrap up the series that we've just done, which was my Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke, go check it out if you haven't, and we, get prepped for the next series, I thought, let's do another tier list video. If you guys miss my streams, first of all, go check them out, why aren't you? Second of all, we happened to talk about it during one of my streams that I should do another tier list video, and people were really on board with the idea of me doing a starter Pokemon tier list video. Now I asked, should I just do like the starters, like, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, and then, like, Chikorita, like, the first evolutions only? Or should I do literally every single starter and all of their evolutions? Like, so it's gonna be a big video, because everyone said, yo, every single Pokemon, please. So, we're gonna be here a while, but here we go. Now, I am currently a little bit sick, so there might be moments of the video where I have a humongous sneezing fit. I might leave it in, I might cut it, depending on how much I fancy doing lots of editing on this video. We shall see. So, we need to start. We're just going to go from the start and just kind of go all the way. Like, I'm not going to do it like grass types and fire types and water types or whatever. We're just going to go, start at Bulbasaur and end at Inteleon and see how it goes. Anyway, so we start with this little boy, Bulbasaur. Now, I think he's adorable. I love him. I think, honestly, I do think Bulbasaur is probably, like, my favourite of the Kanto starters. He's kind of grown on me a lot more recently. My fiance absolutely adores him. And so I've had a lot of influence from that. But even before I met my fiance, I was kind of always unsure on the Kanto starters. I never really had, like, a set favourite. I kind of liked all of them equally because I wasn't overly fond of any of them. But now I think Bulbasaur has definitely become my favourite of the lot. So I'm going to put him up here because he's a baby. He's actually a baby. We are starting like right at the top because I love him. And I really like Ivysaur. But I honestly think that like he's just not as good as Bulbasaur. I'm trying to get through these a bit quickly because I do not want like a hugely long video and we've got a lot of mons that we need to get through, so. But yeah, I think I do like Ivysaur. I just don't like him as much as Bulbasaur. And I think I could say a similar thing for Venusaur as well, is that I kind of like, I prefer Bulbasaur over Ivysaur and Ivysaur over Venusaur. Like, it just kind of gets, like, worse and worse for me. But I still love them all a lot. Like, they're still, like, in the B tier, so there's that. And then, honestly, Charmander, I think, is a precious little baby. Can I put him hello? Do I have to swap them out? Okay, I'm going to put Charmander above Ivysaur and Venusaur. I do like the Charmander line. I just think they are all very, very, very much, like, I'm gonna be honest, they're just not, like, they're just overrated. They're just overrated. I'm gonna honestly put Charmeleon. I'm not too fussed about Charmeleon. It's just a bigger Charmander. There's not really a lot else to him. He's got some claws and he's dark red instead of orange and he's got a little pointy bit on his head. Like, Charmeleon and Charmander are not that different from each other. And then we put him in the bin. And then we put this dude in the bin. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. Anyway, that's it. Charizard, horrifically overrated. Gabe Freaka shoved Charizard down our throats so much that at this point I'm honestly sick of him. And so I might cause a lot of controversy with that one. But it's my opinion, it's my video. Now, this baby is a baby. And that's it. That is the end of that. Squirtle is adorable. I love him. Baby Squirtle is like my favourite thing in the whole world, where he's like a proper little baby and he's just like, oh, I love him. Honestly, Wartortle, again, I'm not a massive fan of. I don't like the ear fin thingies. I don't really like them. And the tail feels like a bit too much. I don't know. I feel like Wartortle is a bit too much in terms of, like, you know, Squirtle is very simple design. Blastoise, again, quite simple. Like, it goes back to, like, the original simplicity of Squirtle, but then adds a couple cannons, which is cool. Then Wartortle, I feel like he's just too much, like, out there, I guess. I don't know. Like, he just doesn't really fit with the rest of the line. Anyway, and we are back. Sorry about the little cut right there. But yeah, I think Wartortle is just a bit too different from Squirtle and Blastoise. I don't really like him that much, I'm gonna be honest. And then Blastoise, I prefer Blastoise to Venusaur. No, I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm happy with that so far. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah. Right, we move on to Gen 2. Chica! Can I be honest real quick and upset, like, the community that supports this mom? I'm just gonna do this real quick. Actually, wait, hang on, I'm gonna do that. I don't love the Chikorita line. I'm sorry. It just doesn't do it for me. It really doesn't. I hiccuped, I'm sorry. Yeah, the Chikorita line just doesn't do it for me, but I prefer Bayleaf over the other two. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, now, baby. Not even like a shadow of a doubt in my mind. I adore Cyndaquil. I adore Cyndaquil. I adore Quilava. I love them both so much. So much. I think they are so cute and so precious. Like, in Gen 2, I naturally gravitate towards the Cyndaquil line. I always have since I was a kid. I mean, Totodile is now by far definitely the most popular of the Johto starters. And like my love for Totodile has definitely grown because of it. But I will always gravitate towards Cyndaquil. I always will. And then Typhlosion, I just don't like as much as Cyndaquil and Quilava, but I still absolutely love. I still absolutely love Typhlosion, so it's going in like a high B, I think. I think so. Right, Totodile. Oh, let's not have the S tier off the screen. Totodile. Totodile can go there. I adore Totodile. I think the popularity that Totodile's got recently has definitely upped it in the list. I feel like it would have been in B tier if it hadn't have been for how unbelievably popular it is now. But, you know, I really like it. It's adorable. He's very happy. He's a happy baby who does no wrong and bites things. We love him. But then, honestly, I just feel like Croconaw kind of lets... It's not enough to be in the C tier, but I just kind of feel like Croconaw and Feraligatr just aren't as good as Totodile. Like, that's just it. Like, I'm gonna put Feraligatr above Croconaw, but yeah, I just don't love them. I just don't love them. They're good. I think they're good, but like I feel like they could have been better. I don't know how, but I just get that vibe, you know. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I feel bad, but that's just how it is, I guess. Anyway, Gen 3. Oh. Yeah, you're oh, can I put you above? Will it let me? It's being stupid. There we go. Anyway. So, not that I'm biased. Anyone who watches me, anyone who watches my live streams absolutely knows that Grovyle is my favourite, like, starter. Out of everything here, Grovyle is above everything. Above absolutely everything. A lot of that is definitely to do with my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon live series. That was really fun, and ever since I started playing Mystery Dungeon, like especially Explorers of Sky as a kid, I've always gravitated towards Grovyle because he's just, you know, he's amazing. And like the character that they give him in that game is just top tier, and like he became my favourite starter evolution so quickly. Like I didn't even realise it had happened, but then I was like, oh, it's happened. And even then, I love Trico and Sceptile so much as well that they both go like the only thing that is above them is Grovyle. Not that I'm biased or anything. But Torchic is like my OG. I remember I was like 4 or 5 years old and I went to a toy shop that had like Torchic plushies. And it was like before I really knew what Pokemon was. Like I knew my brother liked it, but that was kind of it. And I remember getting a Torchic plushie because I was like, oh my god, it's the cutest thing ever. And I didn't realise it was a Torchic. I was just like, it's a cute little chicken, I want it. And I named it Buttercup. And I still have it. It is somewhere. It is sitting. You guys probably can't see it. You can kind of see it. It is sitting just over there at the very bottom of my little plushie pile. I've had that little Torchic plushie since I was maybe like 4 or 5 years old. Like since I was a very schmoller child. And so yeah, like I just like it's above Sceptile. It's above Sceptile. I need to make a quick cut, and we are back. Sorry about another cut there. So anyway, as I was saying, Torchic, absolute baby, like just adore. I just adore. Combustion. It's good. It's alright. I'm putting it above these guys. Get in where I want you to go. There you go. Putting him there. And then Blaziken, I'm gonna put like here. I'm happy with that. I think that's where the Torchic line should go for me. For me personally, of course. And then baby, but I'm not as obsessed with the Mudkip line as I am with the Torchic and the Trico line. Even though Mudkip is an absolute baby. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Marshtomp. I straight up do not like it. And I'm very sorry about that. Swampert is decent, but again, I'm not a massive fan. I'm sorry. I am very sorry about that, but yeah. When we get into Gen 4, I feel like everything there should just be a tier between S and A that is just Gen 4 and just put all of them there. Because Gen 4 is amazing and I love it. Turtwig though. I'm gonna put Turtwig. I'm gonna put him here. Turtwig is a high B for me. Grottle. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't adore Grottle. I don't get in the front, there we go. And Torterra is decent. Decent. I'll say that. I will say decent for Torterra. Chimchar. Love. Baby. Monferno. I'm kind of whizzing through these now, aren't I? Sorry about that. Chimchar, though, the Chimchar line was the line I started with, like, in Gen 4. It's my ride or die in Gen 4. Monferno. I prefer over Combustion. Yeah. Do I need to, like, maneuver this up a bit? Yeah, I do, because now you guys actually see the entire list again. Haha, my cam was covering it. Infernape. No. No. Right, hang on. There we go. Infernape. Amazing. I love baby. Piplup. I'm gonna put, like, low A. For me, I think Primplup is kind of trash. I'm sorry. Empoleon is decent. Is decent, I'd say. Yeah, like that. Decent. I'm sorry. I'm kind of whizzing through these now. I hope you guys don't mind too much, but like otherwise we will be here for hours with me just kind of discussing every single Pokemon. Now, Gen 5. I'ma be honest. Gen 5. Trash. Absolute trash. Snivy can go, like, it's just not very good. It's just not very good. Sermine, again, not very good. Superior is trash, I'm sorry. Oh, I feel like all of Gen 5 is gonna be going in these tiers. Oh no. I just don't like Gen 5. The Gen 5 starters are the weakest starters for me, I think. Like, I don't like any of them, really. Tepig, you can sit with Snivy. No, but I still think Snivy's better than you. Pignite, trash. Ember, also trash. I feel so bad, but it's true in my opinion anyway. Oshawott is kind of cute. You go at the bottom of B tier, I guess. Duo, I don't really like, but I like more than Snivy. Samurott, I don't really like too much, but not quite trash. I feel bad. Chespin. Chespin is adorable. Chespin is adorable. Quilladin is in the bin, and so is Chestnut. Like, they're both really bad. They're both just so bad. Like, Fennekin is precious. I originally picked Fennekin actually in Gen 6. I love Fennekin. I love Fennekin. Braixen is alright. I would put above Charmeleon. Braixen's alright. I liked where they were going. And then Delphox just isn't good. Like, it's just not good. Just isn't good. I'm trying to, like, kind of order, like, A through C tier. Then D tier, as long as Charizard is at the bottom, everything else is just kind of even, like, I don't like. Sorry about it. Froakie. Bam. Where do I put you? Above Totodile, I think. Frogadier! You're alright. You're alright. I'm gonna sit you, like, there. And then Greninja is up here. Greninja is really cool. I love Greninja. Like, 10 out of 10. I think they did a good job. Gen 7, though. We're actually running out. I'm kind of, like, booking it through this. I need to slow down a little bit. Let's actually think about this. So, yeah, in terms of Gen 6, I think that the first evolutions, for all of them, really strong. I think, like... Oh, I hit my microphone. I think Chespin... Where did I put him? Where did I even put Chespin? He's here. He's here. Chespin's here in B tier. Chespin, I think they did a great job with. And then they ruined it. Like, Quilladin. I saw Quilladin for the first time and I was like, oh my god, what? Like, what is that? And then Chestnut, I was like, what did they do? Like, I don't like. I just don't like either of them. They're, no. Fennekin, I started with Fennekin because I always gravitate more towards the fire types anyway, and I saw Fennekin and I was like, oh my god, it's a Fennec Fox, and I love Fennec Foxes, and like, my dream as a kid was to have a Fennec Fox as a pet. Obviously that's, you know, not recommended. So I saw Fennekin and I was like, oh my god, I need it! And I loved it and cherished the baby more than anything. Braixen, I liked the idea of it. I didn't like that they made it bipedal. I feel like they do that with so many mons where, like, they'll start on 4 legs and then they'll go up to 2 legs and you're like, no, you were better on 4 legs. And I think that's the same thing here, but I do see where they were going, like the whole witchy thing. I like the stick in the tail. I like the general design of Braixen, but I didn't like the bipedal thing at all. And then Delphox. I got to Delphox and I was like, what have they done to my little baby fox? What have they done? I hated it. I absolutely hated it. And then I saw that my rival had gotten Greninja, and I was like, yo, that is sick! I was like, what is that? That's insane! So I restarted. I restarted my game. I restarted X and Y the minute I saw Greninja. Because this little baby is precious. Frogadier is alright. It's kind of like the weird middle stage where it's like, it's okay, but it's not as good as its pre-evolution or its evolution. And then I got Greninja, and I was like, I'm so happy. And then they gave it, like, the Battle Bond form, and I was like, yo, that is sick. I love it. And it was great, and I was a very happy person. So, yeah, I think Gen 6, mostly a letdown. A few gems in there, though. A couple of gems, I think. Gen 7. I'm weird about Gen 7. I kind of like all of them pretty evenly, I think. There is one set that stands out above the rest to me, just based on what I played through Gen 7 with. Rowlet is an absolute baby. I think the anime definitely gave me, like, the push that I needed to kind of love Rowlet more. I think I'm going to put him in B tier. I think I'm going to put him there, honestly. I think he's adorable. The anime definitely made me love him more. But overall, yeah, I think he's a very cute boy. I love how he round. Dartrix, not a fan. Not trash, but not that good either. Like, bottom of C tier, like, is not very good. I don't really like Dartrix that much. But Decidueye, I love what they did with Decidueye. Honestly, like, it's bottom of A tier, but it's still A tier. I think he's still really cool. Litten, okay, so Litten was my starter in Gen 7. Like, I will always pick the fire types, she says, even though for a couple gens she did not pick the fire types, but most of the time I picked the fire type. Litten I absolutely adored. It was a little fire type cat, and I love cats, and I loved him, and he's amazing, and he precious. I love him. Torracat is awesome. Torracat is such a nice like, honestly, one of the best middle evolutions, I think, out of all of them. Obviously, Grobard is untouchable, but Torracat, though, I'm gonna put above Froakie, but not quite above Cyndaquil and Quilava, I think, for me. But I do still love Torracat. I do still love. Incineroar, I was very happy when it was like leaked. The Gen 7 starters were leaked, and I saw Incineroar, and I was like, this is gonna be a firefighting starter. And I was not happy. I was not happy because we've had so many firefighting starters, and it was based on a professional wrestler, so I was like, which is upsetting because I love wrestling. I'm a huge professional wrestling fan. And I was extremely upset when I realised that they were going to have a professional wrestler-based starter. How awesome is that? It's going to be a firefighting type. Like, I was so conflicted. And then it wasn't. And then they made it Fire Dark. And I was so happy. I was ecstatic. And honestly, he's only just below Litten. I love Incineroar. I love the Litten line. Like, all three of them. I think they are amazing. They are so good. And that's the team. Now, Poplio. Precious. But not quite precious enough, I'm gonna be honest. I never went for Poplio. Like, even in my reruns of Sun and Moon, I most of the time went for Litten, sometimes went for Rowlet. I have yet to use Poplio. I love Poplio. I think it's adorable. It's an adorable little baby seal who I like, sea lion, whatever, you know, oaf thing that I love. But and then it evolves. Brionne is trash. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't like Brionne at all. I really don't like Brionne. The eyes creep me out. I think it's too pale compared to Popplio. I like the dark blue of Popplio. The pale blue of Brionne, I really don't like. The white bits, like the ruffles or whatever they're meant to be, like, they confuse me. I just don't like Brionne. I just don't like it. One of the worst middle evos, I think. But Primarina, I quite like. It's decent. It's decent. I think Primarina is decent. I like the overall idea of Primarina. I think it's pretty cute. But still not a huge fan, but like it's decent. It is decent. And then, lads, we get up to Gen 8. Now, I've played through Gen 8 a couple of times, and I have yet to use any starter that isn't Sobble. Sobble is my son. I will protect him with my life. But I will try and give a somewhat, like, decent review of what I think of the Grookey line and the Scorbunny line as well. Grookey, I think he's really cute. I love the little stick he has in his head. It's adorable. Honestly, Grookey himself is, like, the low A tier. I think Grookey is precious. I love him. He's so cute, and that's that. Thwacky, I don't particularly like Thwacky, but I still like him more than all of Gen 5 put together, so I just don't really like Thwacky that much. Again, I think it's another kind of letdown for the middle evos. I think there's one middle evo in Gen 8 that stands out above the rest. I think we all know which one that is. But yeah, Thwacky is not it. Thwacky, I don't, like, you know, it's a classic awkward middle stage. Rillaboom, I like the idea of it. I think they actually executed Rillaboom pretty well. So I would put him... I'm gonna put him here. Below Empoleon and above Frogadier. Yeah, I quite like Rillaboom. I love its G-Max, like the drum beating, the G-Max drumming thing where it gets like a whole drum kit and it's just like, bah, 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 bah. Like, yes, that's amazing. As a musician, you know, I'm a bit biased towards anything music related. So I like Rillaboom for that. I think its overall design is decent, but it's nothing like insane. I'm gonna be honest. I might get a bit of hate for this. The Scorbunny line, I'm not a huge fan. I think Scorbunny himself is pretty cute. I like him about that much. Mid B tier. I think he's quite cute. He's cute. Raboot is the middle evo of Gen 8, definitely. But I still don't prefer him to Scorbunny. Oh, I need to, like, try and get everything in frame here. Uh-oh, running out of room. And then Cinderace. I don't really like the loads, but he's not, like... I don't know. I'm sorry. Sobble. Drizzile. Another letdown. But based on the fact I've used him and I still love him, he's the high C tier, but not that high. Then we have Inteleon, who is also, I'm gonna be honest, he's right up here. I love Sobble and Inteleon so much. So I guess that's it. I mean, I feel like I want to try and put one more up into S tier with Grovyle, because I very much feel like Grovyle is kind of in his own separate tier to even S tier. Like, I should have made, like, just Grovyle above S tier. So I think what I'll do, consider Grovyle above S tier. Now I'm going to put one more mon from A tier into S tier with Grovyle, but still Grovyle beats out this mon. I'm kind of debating between these 5 here. Sobble, Inteleon, Chimchar, Trico, and Torchic. Sobble is my absolute Gen 8 baby. I love that he's so shy and needs to be protected at all costs. Like, I would do anything for Sobble. Like, and I do mean anything. If I could have a real life Sobble, I'd be very happy. I have a Sobble plushie. He's behind me. He's behind me. He's, like, there. But, like, I would do anything for Sobble. I love him. Inteleon, a lot of people don't like Inteleon. I love Inteleon. I didn't like it that much at first, but it really grew on me. I love Snipe Shot. I love G-Max Hydro Snipe. Like, I love the overall arcing idea of Inteleon. And based on what they were trying to go for with, like, the whole James Bond-esque sniper assassin guy, I absolutely love it. I think they nailed it. And I love that it kind of, like, but, you know, it was Sobble kind of being a little shy baby and then coming out of a shell and being like, yo, I'm a super cool assassin, dude. Like, I love that. Chimchar is massive nostalgia, and I think he's, like, I love how simple he is. I love the really simple, like, he's just a little baby fire monkey, and he's so happy and, like, excited about life, and it's just so cute, and, like, I love him, I love him, I love him, I love him. And he's massive nostalgia because Gen 4 is the first gen that I properly remember playing, even though Gen 3 was the first gen I played. And it was Chimchar all the way. Like, Chimchar is like the pinnacle of my childhood. Like, if I were to wrap up my childhood and put a bow on it, it would be Chimchar with a bow on top. Like, that'd be it. Trico, I love. Absolutely love. I think little wood gecko baby is precious baby, and then he evolves into Grovyle, so I love him even more for that. And honestly though, I don't think he'll be the one going into S tier. In fact, what I might do is swap Trico and Torchic around. Yeah, because Torchic is also, like Chimchar, absolutely huge nostalgia. And I also love it's just a baby chip with no arms. It's just so cute. So actually I might make it kind of between these 4. Sobble, Inteleon, Chimchar, and Torchic. But I think it's just gonna have to be Sobble. It's just gonna have to be Sobble, I think. Like, I think Chimchar and Torchic I adore, same with Trico, but most of it is nostalgia. Other than that, they're all quite simple. They're really cute, but they're quite simple overall, and, like, the nostalgia for them is what really makes it for me. Inteleon I love, but I just don't love as much as Sobble. So I guess that's it. Guys, you know, leave your comments down below. What changes would you make to my tier list? Do you hate my tier list? Do you completely disagree with it? Would it be completely flipped for you, or is it exactly the same? You know, let me know down in the comments below. I hope you've all had a wonderful time with me today. I will see all of you guys in the next one. See you all later. Bye-bye!